So dancing Shiva would be the most advanced of the beginner practice. That's why I put it last. And it's not that it's complicated or there's any tricks or flips. It's just that we go so deep into the hips and the quads and the parts of the body that are tight that people have a hard time with it. So we're going to give some variations as well, not only now, but in the workshops when people do have difficulty, so we know how to give them adjustments. So we're going to start out with the swing nice and low on our back, walking into our sumo, and then get our leg loops on, meeting in Shalaksan. Okay, leg loops behind the knees, and Shalaksan arms is the fold pose. So hips heavy, heart open, head relaxed. And then from here, we went into our bicep curls, which I call, the silver spoon sequence. So we're opening up the hips. So we're going to reach up to the top of the leg loops, okay? Bend the right knee, pull yourself up, and roll onto the top of the left. So this is our lounging sequence. So there are lunges. So we're lounging in our lunges. Notice that the left hip has to rotate down to the ground. So we're on the top of the thigh. Even more, shimmy. Yeah, that too, but you just kind of rotate your hip.
Rotate them.
Yes, that's it. And then if you push the backhand away, that's great. It's a big shoulder opener, thumb up. Thumb up in all the poses. Just a little hint. Beautiful, guys. So nice and expanded. As we extend and relax, rotate your hip down towards the ground even more. Just rotate it. That's it. Look up. There's nothing to see down there. You're just going to have to feel it, right? And then we're going to round about. So keep holding on, second side, bend the left knee, bicep curl, pull ourselves up, and then shimmy onto the top of the right. Press the right hand straight away. Good. You'll probably notice there's one side tighter than the other. Your toes can touch down if they do. It's no big deal. So you can always bring the leg loops up or down one to make it more comfortable, or you can just pull the foot in nice and tight and then you'll float. So lots of options, right? But our chest is lifted, our gaze is up. There's nothing down there. I promise you guys. Everybody looks down. Let's practice looking up. This is this whole idea of like looking up and being uplifted, and 99% of our day is looking down, so let's counterbalance that habit. Okay, let's round about. Shifting back, bending the right knee, rolling on top of the left one more time, revisiting it to see if you can look up and press the back arm away. That's it. So we're pulling up, look up. So you can look up without bending your neck. Yeah, there you go. Just look up with your gaze. It actually activates your pineal gland in a new way. And we're going to get into that when we get into our metaphysical practice and our advanced physics, but for now, we'll just have to trust that looking up actually activates the pineal gland, which is good for happy hormones. It actually is uplifting for our spirit. Okay, so we're going to thumb up, bend the back knee, bend the left foot towards your hand, inside, arch, thumb up, yes, pull straight towards the sky. Okay, so this is prep for our dancing Shiva. Pull your foot towards the sky, straight up. Yeah. Okay, so we can balance. Maybe that's as far as we go. Or, yep. So you gotta keep grounding that left hip towards the ground or we'll lose it. Or we can bend both elbows. If we bend both elbows, this is the full Shiva. It's very hard. Don't worry about it. There's no gold stars. So although this is a star. Yeah. Thumbs up, right? Up. Oh, up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hard. Okay. So that's why it's a star pose. Roundabout, second side. Again, that's the last pose, so we only do that pose if it all went well. Maybe we just hang out in our lounging, and that's it. Just even pressing the back arm straight. Looking up is going to be a big, look at my chest and how it lifts. So if I'm looking down, I close my chest. And what we're doing is we're getting this big arc from our hip flexor all the way up our spine to the crown of the head. If we're looking down, we just collapse their entire chest. So it's really important to get that lift. And then we're going to thumb up. Most important, thumb up, catch the inside of the foot, the arch side. Pull the foot until it touches the leg loop. That's how you know it's straight up. Yeah, and then already grounded. Look up. I know, I'm a broken record. It's funny when I watch the videos back, I'm like, well, that's annoying. Sorry, guys.
When you, like, if you touch the... It does, yeah. Okay, and then we're going to bend both elbows. See if it works out. Just bend the elbows, thumbs up. Right, so, yeah, that thumbs up by your ears. Good.
Is this recommended for sciatica
I would think this would be a huge hip opener.
Well, these are big hip openers. That's why I said it's the most advanced. And we can do this with, look up. We can do this with our half Buddha sequence and get our quad stretch. So dancing Shiva is only for those that are wanting that big opening and that have a little bit of a stronger practice. I'd say most people don't enjoy the quad stretches. You can see it in their face. They're not making the happy face. It's more of a grimace. And then after a big stretch, we get back into our swagger to reset the hips. But yes, in general, all of this will open up the pathways that lead to the lower back. The sciatic nerve is just one pathway. There's tons of energy lines through the legs that affect the lower back and hips. Most of what I do is work on the front of the spine, front of the belly, front of the hips, and that releases the back. But the hamstrings are super important, as we felt in our forward folds. Okay, guys, we're going to come back to center, and now we're going to get into a few more fun practices. This is called hummingbird, and I put hummingbird in, which is one of our advanced poses, and I'll show you why it's advanced, because we're going to come into our bicep curls, but we're going to stay here in balance. Now, maybe you can just bend your elbows and start to press away. Maybe that's as far as you go. Make sure your gaze is up. But if you can, you're going to straighten your arms. That's why we call it hummingbird. And sit down into it more. Lift with your heart. Right, head in line with the body. That's it, beautiful. It's very strong on the shoulders, but also very strengthening. So from hummingbird, we're going to come into bow and arrow. So bend the right knee, roll on top of the left. Now, we were pressing the back arm straight. This time we're going to press the front arm straight like we're shooting a bow. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Bend the left knee, roll onto the top of the right. So instead of pressing the back arm straight, we switch. We bend the right arm and press the left arm straight. Now this is what happens if we go back and forth. We can bend one elbow and then the other elbow, and we come into a fun little practice called seesaw. I know you guys have walls and pillars and stuff, so we're not going to go very far. But it is really fun. Switch and try the other side. And then if you just go from bow and arrow to straight arm, we can sway in the space, which is really fun. So that's some of our playtime that we might do in the workshop if all goes well. But we have to sync up for that one. Okay, last pose we just did, flying arrow, is Hanuman. I want you guys to just watch for this. Just give yourself a little break and watch for this one. I'm not saying you can't do the splits, I'm just saying that there are 3 variations that make life a lot easier. Okay, variation number 1 is actually the hardest, but we're going to start from harder to easier. So we come into our dancing Shiva, bending the left, straighten the right, and then reach for the toes, and it's a big stretch. So it's Hanuman with the back leg bent. Okay, second side, just to balance it out. Bend the knee, you can hold on and then reach, you just have to really balance. So I always hook the foot, so I have a kind of a lock, and then when I grab, it's a little bit easier. Okay, now what we can do is we can straighten both legs and just reach. Maybe for the calf, maybe for the toes. Straight legs is a little bit easier. So let's try it. So let's bend the right knee, reach back for the foot, and just keep the legs straight. Keep the arms straight. Keep the knee bent. Now, inside arch, thumb up. Pull the foot towards the leg loop. Up. Move it up towards the leg loop. Oh, yeah. See how that shifted your hips? That was the key. Okay, straighten the front leg, and then just reach. Maybe for the calf, maybe for the toes, but with both arms straight, it's a little bit easier.
Can I move the strap up?
You can try it, sure. Other side, arch side, thumb up. Just think thumb up, and that'll help you find the position. Okay, so reach for something, see what you can grab. Now, if that's too hard, straighten both arms and both legs. Yeah, and then just reach for the toes. So Hanuman is a big stretch. So only go as far as it feels good for today. But basically, what we want to do is come into some sort of split, and with the leg loops at the knees, it's much easier than with the leg loops at the ankles. Oh, oops, water. Grab for something. And that's the last pose of the sequence. Obviously, it's very hard. So let's try a variation here where we come back into our high skydiver legs. Again, if we have a very willing group, we'll go over this whole sequence from the high skydiver as well as some variations, but we're going to step the left foot out and bend the right knee. When we bend the right knee, we can press just the right leg loop back down for our version of our flying arrow. So we're in a lunge. Straight up and down. So pull yourself up. Yes. Cool. Keep holding on with your left. And then you can press the right leg straight. And then maybe, so you're all curled in here. Press your hips forward. Keep your head in line with your body. There you go. Feel it in your hip flexor. That was the tight part, right? Yeah. So let the hip flexor talk to you a little. And then maybe you can come into a Hanuman. It's okay. Keep the head lifted. Keep the heart open. That's it. Wherever you are, just be happy. Maybe you can touch the back of the knee. There. That's it. And then lift. That's it. Beautiful. Let's try the other side. Come back through high skydiver. And of course, even if you could get somebody here into a lunge with the 1 foot grounded, we're happy. Push the left leg loop down to the knee. Press your hips forward. Lift. Arch and open. Head stays in line with the body. Straighten that leg, bend the knee. That's it. So this is how we prepare. You can already feel the stretch, right? It's not like this is amateur. This is still an extension. Okay, now once you're there, try to stay lifted. Keep the leg lifted and reach for something. Good. Now arch and open. Yes, press that hip forward. Beautiful. Back of the knee is a great option. Really nice. Okay, girls, ladies. We did it. That is all of number 4. Which felt like 45 minutes. You're like, why was that one so much longer? Lots of different variations, right? So from chillaxin, we went through our seated pigeon. I'm going to do a quick review. You guys can just hang if you want. From seated pigeon, we went into extended leg twist, second side. Right? And then I went into my flow with you guys. Right? After we went into bow, we came back up. Bicep curls, skydiver, butterfly. From butterfly, I come back. I come into hummingbird, lunge, lunge, dancing Shiva, flying arrow, the speeded up version, and then Hanuman, which we just did. So all of that together is the dancing Shiva sequence, okay? Let's come on down, get some water, something to drink, a nibble. Let's look at the cards, write, observe the manual, whatever you guys need to do to feel like we can come to completion. But congratulations on finishing the basic training.